now 6 of 8 beyond the arc this half. At the other end, Roderick's three is good in. 30-point lead now for Alexandria. Oh, nice.
We're good.
Ball got batted around, and Miles Gray picks it up. He's going to get it to Talon Witt, who will bring it into the front court. Talon looking to attack now. The bounce pass back out to Roderick, then to Talon Witt for three. Side to Thielen along the left block, turns around, shot doesn't go. Rebound to Miles Gray, outlet ahead now to Mason Witt.
Was able to come away with it. Hustle there by Max Jansen. That pass gets intercepted. The Otters turn it over for the 17th time. Lovins named pretty well by now. Bounce pass intercepted. Thomas Hendricks gets the recovery for the Cardinals. Off now to Scholl. His three is good. The three-point line kicks it out now to Gavin Roderick. Both doing a decent job working around the perimeter. Here's Blake Scholl for a three, and he
nice job. Defending it. It's just that open floor where teams get out and serve that system.
Here's Gavin Roderick going to the back. Over on top, the three by Mason Witt. No good, but Miles Gray gets the rebound. Then turnover on Fergus Falls. And up forward to Tino Grace. Here's Talon Witt getting the ball off to Mason Witt, right side.
Polling court at Alexandria Area High School. Should be an exciting matchup. Both of these teams are playing well. Both are 2-0 in the postseason. One team will emerge as a section champion in a matter of hours from now. Welcome to our broadcast of high school boys basketball on our platforms, including Leighton Media, KXRA Radio, and also the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel, where you can watch tonight's game and get the live KXRA play-by-play call. Along with Russ Hendricks, this is DMAC Dave McClurg welcoming you to our Juettner Motors pregame show out in front of tonight's game broadcast, which will come your way at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. And Russ, a lot of energy in the building already as the crowd continues to file in. I know that we're going to have one or both schools' pep bands in attendance tonight, and I think we're in store for a really good basketball game. A matchup between teams that have already played this year, but that matchup seems so long ago, back in mid-December.
Yeah, good evening, DMAC and JP. What a great night. This is what you play for. This is what you practice for. And you say two teams, two schools, Alexandria and Elk River, and it usually means something big is on the line. And tonight it's the Section 4A 8 basketball championship, and this is exciting. Two good teams. You mentioned it. Elk River's really playing good basketball. They're back at full strength, but so are the Cardinals. And they're in this position for a reason as the #1 seed, and they get to host this game, and the gym is getting packed, and the band is filing in, and what more could anybody ask for than that?
Yeah, both of these teams have been on nice rolls. Alexandria, really the overall body of work for the Cardinals. They go 18-7 during the regular season, and they've won 2 games by double digits in the playoffs, I think averaging about 29 points for a margin of victory against the 2 teams that they have defeated, including a Monticello team that I think had won 10 straight games. And now here comes Elk River. Ryan Servati's team is back at full strength after having guys in and out of the lineup really for the first couple of months of the year. And the Elks, I believe, have won 6 straight games and 8 out of their last 9 overall. So don't let the 14-14 overall record deceive you.
No, we have a lot of respect as a program for Elk River and for their athletes. And obviously over the years we've played them in different sports and different activities. And tonight in a game like this, it'll be the team that plays the best, the team that executes, the team that protects the basketball, doesn't turn it over. And for the Cardinals, it'll be about just getting off to a good start. I really think that's important tonight. We want to get off to a fast start. We want to have lots of energy. We want to be, smart with the basketball. Let's get some shots to go in early and deliver an early blow.
Yeah, I know we're coming off a game where the team's all-time leading scorer, Mason Witt, had just 2 shots to drop for him the other night, and I'm not going to say he's going to go off for 40, but we're not going to see Mason have back-to-back 7-point games.
No, and I think they've had a good week of practice from what I've heard, and sometimes it's just about, matchups, and we'll see. Monticello played really good defense against them, and we'll see if Elk River can do that. Mason had a really good game, I thought, the last time we played these guys, and certainly having talent in the backcourt to help them will be big. Elk River's got their big guy, Dom Webster, down below, and then Bowl, who's really a good rebounder, Jackson Bowl. So we'll have some challenges to certainly limit them on the offensive end, and they're going to have to defend us on the outside, and, it should be a whale of a basketball game.
Yep. One team is going to prevail and go on to the state Class 4A boys basketball tournament. Alexandria has been to state 3 consecutive years, but never before in Class 4A. Forrest Witt's 2025-26 Alexandria team will try to change that narrative tonight. Elk River is seeking its 8th overall state tournament appearance, but the first since 2006. So it's been a little while since Elk River has gone to the state boys basketball tournament. Thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports programming helping to deliver tonight's play-by-play of the Class 4A Section 8 Boys Basketball Championship game. You'll be enjoying their messages and promotional announcements during the course of this evening's coverage. We've got Jackson as our KXRA radio studio engineer in downtown Attic. J.P. Boleen is our videographer on hand tonight at Alexandria Area High School. And Russ and yours truly, D-Mac, looking forward to bringing you play-by-play of boys basketball at the top of the hour. We've got our first break here during our Juettner Motors pregame show. My conversation with the head coach of the Cardinal boys basketball team, Forrest Witt, follows this timeout.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School with more of our Juettner Motors pregame show. It is championship night in boys basketball for Class 4A Section 8. One game in the section remains, and it's the section title game at Alexandria Area High School. The Cardinals are hosting the Elk River Elks. We look forward to bringing you the play-by-play as we get into the 7 o'clock hour. Our pregame coaches' comments segment is brought to you by Alamere Health. DMAC joined right now by the head coach of the Cardinal boys basketball team, Forrest Witt. Forrest, obviously, when we can talk about playoff wins at this time of the year, it's always a good deal. I think I shared with you before starting up the recording here, I thought Friday's win against Monticello, at least from my perspective, was a little bit unique because the team shooting percentage may not have been to where we normally are accustomed to it being, but yet it seems like your team was very resourceful and, got some different ways to get that one into the win column. What impressed you about the Friday night performance against a really good Monticello team?
Yeah, I think defensively, was the most impressive part, and something that we emphasize, in particular in playoffs. Things seem to more commonly get into a half court, certainly more possessions. We weren't very efficient offensively. Fortunately, defensively we were, and we're able to take a 10-point advantage because we kept them to 25 points, I believe it was, at half, and the kids adjusted, and I thought they played a little more loosely. I thought we were a little bit tight trying to take that first shot when it was decent, good shot, instead of getting a great shot and putting more pressure on Monticello's defense. But, they played good defense too. So some of that, goes credit to them. And but we were just much more free-flowing offensively in the second half. And in the first half, it was good to see our defense be so strong.
Yeah, and, in both halves, Monticello did not score 30 points. I think the margin for the Cardinals after halftime was 46-29 to pull away from the Magic. But also, it seemed to me that there was emphasis on trying to get some shots in closer to the basket. I think Miles Gray was in double figures with somewhere around a dozen points, and Grady Starzl may have had one of his better offensive performances of his junior year. Was that part of the game plan ahead of time for us to get the paint touches and, maybe get some looks closer to the basket?
Yeah, it definitely was. And those two guys did a good job of getting there, and guys got them the basketball. We ran a few sets just to get them in position, but I thought they both did a good job of finding that within our half-court offense. And also we got out in transition a little bit more than we did in the first half. So, those two guys did a good job, Miles and Grady, and getting us some inside baskets and kind of relieving some pressure.
I know that your team's leading scorer, Mason Witt, was well under his per-game average. I think he knocked down a couple of shots from the floor the other night and finished with 7 points, but it has to be really encouraging for us that you had so many other people that were able to pick up the slack, that, Mason kind of helped the team out in a lot of other different ways besides filling it up with scoring.
Yeah, a lot of teams, really all year with Mason, teams have been locking on to him, really getting into him, trying to be physical, and just, trying to take him away from the offensive side of things. And I think he's done a good job. We've done a pretty good job, of still being able to play how we want to play when teams are trying to do that. And Monticello, a couple guards that they were running at Mason did a good job of, just keeping space tight with him and not allowing him separation. And I thought, to Mason's credit, he took good shots and didn't force things. I know he was a little frustrated, but that's what a good team is about. Other guys pick up the slack, and we certainly have enough guys, as shown throughout the season, again on Friday night against Monticello, where guys can step up when the opportunity is there, and that's what you want as a coach, to when this isn't working, all right, let's get something from this other angle and perspective.
Of course, you've had a number of successful teams in recent years, Forrest, as evidenced by 3 consecutive state tournament trips for Alexandria. This year's Cardinals are trying to make it 4 straight trips to state. But in terms of ways to win a basketball game, is this team as dynamic as any of the others that you've previously coached?
I think so. I think the trio of guards that we have with Mason, Talon, and Gavin are certainly, they're the best, group of guards that I've coached. and they're all unique in their own way. You know, Gavin and Mason and Talon are all uniquely different, and they're all very, very good basketball players, and you know, which poses a lot of issues for the opponent. So, and then, you know, Grady is coming along. I feel like he's made good strides here in the last month, 3-4 weeks. Thomas, Miles, Blake Scholl, and then, you know, Ty Miller and Bear Amborn have all shown that, you know, they what they can do. So I think we can, you know, it's certainly a connected group of they understand one another very, very well. And that comes from playing together and that building that trust and that bond with one another.
We are getting together right now with the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal boys basketball team, Forrest Witt, for our Alamere Health Coaches Comment segment. We've got play-by-play of the Class 4A Section 8 championship game coming up in a little while. Elk River visits Alexandria for a second time this season. The Cardinals were able to prevail in the regular season matchup. They'll try to make it 2-for-2 against the Elks. The winner of tonight's game is going on to the state Class 4A boys basketball tournament. Forrest, I want to kind of pick your brain a little bit. It seems like eons ago when Elk River and Alexandria played, I think for the Elks it was the 4th game of the year, and for the Cardinals it was game number 5. Really exciting game. There wasn't a lot of separation between the two teams. Alexandria, I think, won 70-68 in overtime, but I'm sure you've probably reviewed film of that game, you know, a couple of times here. But what sticks out about that December game?
It was, you know, it was an eternity ago, it seems. You know, we were without Talon, obviously. They were without Levi Harris, you know, one of, if not their top guard. You know, so, you know, really looking at that film, we're trying to glean some things from what they're doing against our zone defense. You know, they had some different guys. I think they were trying to figure out what their rotation would be. Some of the guys that were playing aren't playing now and probably won't play. From the film that we've seen in the last 5 games they've played. So, you know, it's one of those that, you know, I don't know how much that game means. It was so early. Like I said, the personnel was different with injuries and, you know, mainly them trying to figure out their personnel. But I think, you know, it's trying to see what they are going to do against our zone and their attack. That was probably the biggest thing that we can take away. And I don't think we played real well. They may feel the same. You know, we just weren't very good in that game, and we snuck out of there with a win. So, you know, the little things we can take away, but not a wholesale. More so their recent games that we took more from.
I get the feeling if Alexandria has the game going its way tonight, this will be a high possession game. The Cardinals are going to finish off shots and maybe force Elk River to play a tempo that it's not comfortable with. It's not that Elk River doesn't want to run, but I get the feeling they're more comfortable in a half-court style game. Am I off on my assessment at all?
No, maybe you should be coaching the team, D-Mac. You know, I think they want to play the game probably in the mid-60s, high 60s, maybe into the 70s. Where we want to probably play it more in the high 70s into the 80s and maybe even pushing the 90s. But and sometimes that's relative to you know how many shots, you know, are they burning the shot clock? But I do think we can pressure them and force them, you know, maybe not into turnovers. They have good guards, but I think getting them sped up, not allowing them to get situated in their half court sets, whether that's man or zone. So that will be a key that we're going to be well aware of all night, and we want to get out and push the ball and make their big guy inside run the floor and try to wear him down.
It turns out for us that I saw the 8 head-to-head matchups in Class 4A section finals. 7 of those are being played at true home sites or the site of the top seed because all 8 number 1 seeds are still alive in the section. I think the only neutral site game in Class 4A is down in Rochester with Farmington playing Lakeville South. It seems like more and more we've seen sections go to true high seeds. In fact, your old section, Section 8 AAA, Sartell's hosting Fergus Falls tonight. Do you think that will be a constant now from this point going forward, that if you are awarded the number 1 seed, as long as you keep winning, you get to play at home?
Yeah, it sure seems that way. When our first time getting into, you know, even a section semifinal game many years ago, that was at a neutral site at St. Cloud State or MSU Moorhead. This was Section 8, 3A. But I think teams are going to that just from an economical standpoint, so they don't have to. The section doesn't have to burn money on a gym fee. Of course, last year we played at a section school, so we didn't have to, I don't believe, pay gym rental. But I think it makes sense. Obviously, we're the number 1 seed, so I'll say that. But that was established before we got on board. I think that's something they've done the last few years, and I think it is a nice. A nice reward for the body of work that you did throughout the season. So we're certainly looking forward to playing at home in front of a good crowd. I'm sure Elk River will have a great group of people coming down, but I think we'll have a great crowd of Cardinals and the fans in the stands too.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, kind of playing off of last Friday night, of course, the weather got awful during the course of the game night itself, but I was blown away with the number of people that were here, whether they were rooting for Monticello or rooting for Alexandria. And I think as a coach, maybe you don't pay a big amount of attention to that, but that's pretty cool that, this is kind of what postseason basketball is like, that evidently your players have kind of struck a positive nerve with the fan base.
Yeah, I think people come out if you have a good product. And our guys they play the right way, in my opinion. They play hard, they play together, and they have fun doing it. And it's certainly fun for me to watch. I think talking to other people that come to games, we have a lot of people that are regulars in the stands, and we surely appreciate that. And it's been fun to be able to be a part of providing that type of entertainment for people. And I think they appreciate it, and we certainly appreciate when they come out and support us.
Well, Forrest, one thing we do know is that this is the last true home game for the Alexandria Cardinals. I hope later in the month of March you can be playing some more basketball down in the Twin Cities, but got to take care of business tonight. Always great to visit with you. Good luck to you and the Alexandria Cardinal boys basketball team.
Thanks, D-Mac. We're looking forward to it. Elk River's got a nice team. Their record is a little deceiving. They had, as I said, some injuries, and they got a nice basketball team. And but we're ready to go, and it's time to play the game.
Yep.
Some comments there from the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal boys basketball team, Forrest Witt. Our pregame coach's comments brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. That will bring to a conclusion our Juettner Motors pregame show. Juettner Motors will be along to sponsor the postgame report following our play-by-play. Now on our platforms, including Layton Media, KXRA Radio, and the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel, we enjoy these messages from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
From Poland Court on the campus of Alexandria Area High School, Cardinal boys basketball is on the air as the final game in the Class 4A Section 8 tournament is about to be played, and we likely have our biggest crowd of the season tonight, even more impressive than the turnout for the home game with Totino Grace on February 26th and the playoff game last Friday when Monticello visited Alexandria. Tonight, the Cardinals host the Elk River Elks, with the winner moving on to the Class 4A State Boys Basketball Tournament beginning March 24th in downtown Minneapolis. Welcome to our broadcast coverage as you enjoy it on our platforms, including Leighton Media, KXRA Alexandria, on your radio at 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, also at 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. We thank you for watching tonight's live broadcast coverage from Alexandria Area High School on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. That's where you get the live video stream with the KXRA radio play-by-play. Jackson is our KXRA radio studio engineer. JP Boleen is our videographer, and along with Russ Henricks, this is DMAC, Dave McClurg. We will be introducing the starting lineups and also talk a little bit about the Alexandria Motors keys to tonight's game in just a few minutes. We are about ready for the presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. The Alexandria Area High School Pep Band will perform the national anthem tonight as the band is on location here at Alexandria Area High School's gymnasium. The national anthem presentation on our platforms is being brought to you by Carlson Music Center. For any of your music needs, including the scheduling of vocal lessons for your students, you can visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com. carlsonmusiccenter.com. We extend our appreciation to Carlson Music Center for being the presenting sponsor of our national anthem. Again, we will have that for you live on our platforms, and it's going to be presented tonight by the Alexandria Area High School Pep Band under the direction of Nick Mason. Again, we will have that following the preliminary messages provided by our public address announcer, and now we will turn it over to the Alexandria Area High School Pep Band. Our national anthem on our latent media platforms, brought to you by Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. Introducing the starting lineups, a presentation of Alamere Health. It's better here. First of all, for the visiting Elk River Elks, they will have in the backcourt senior guard Levi Harris at 6 feet tall. Very familiar name for Alexandria Cardinal sports fans. For 3 full seasons, he was the starting quarterback of the Elk River football team. Also on the backcourt, 6'2" junior David Balasidia. He'll also be joined by 6-foot senior Nick Rebrovich. The front line includes a couple of players that had an impact. One definitely up in Alexandria on December 20th. 6'6" senior forward Dominic Webster. He was upwards in that 25 to 30 point range in the regular season game against the Cardinals. He is one forward, joined by Jackson Bowl, a 6'4" senior. Ryan Servati is the head coach of the Elk River boys basketball team. The Elks finished 6-10 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Elk River has won 8 of its last 9 games overall to go to 14-14 on the year. Here's your Alamere Health starting lineup for the Alexandria Cardinals. Not a whole lot different than it's been in the other previous playoff games, with 5 seniors on the floor. In the backcourt, 6-foot senior Mason Witt, joined by his cousin, 6-foot senior Talon Witt. Also in the backcourt, 6'4" senior Gavin Roderick. All 3 of those players average in double figures. Gavin Roderick and Mason Witt average more than 22 points per game. The front line will include 6'3" senior Thomas Henricks and 6'2" senior Miles Gray. Henricks averages about 4 points per game. Miles Gray averages just under 10 points per game. Forrest Witt is the head coach of the Alexandria boys basketball team, which is presently 20-7 on the year. The Cardinals won the Central Lakes Conference boys basketball title outright, winning 15 of 16 Central Lakes Conference games. Alexandria is holding up the banner for the CLC in Class 4A. 2 other Central Lakes Conference teams are playing in a section final tonight, and that's at Sartell High School as the Sabres are hosting Fergus Falls. So if Alexandria can advance out of the section, the Cardinals will be a second Central Lakes Conference member school to go on to state. We know that either Sartell or Fergus Falls will represent Class 3A, Section 8. As you watch on our YouTube channel, both teams have similar uniform color schemes. Elk River school colors primarily red and black. The Elks wearing the white jersey tops, white shorts, red numerals, the word Elks on the front of the uniform, and the red and black trim. Alexandria is wearing the red jersey tops, white numerals on both the front and back, and the word Alexandria on the front of the Cardinal uniform. Alexandria will defend the basket to our right in this first half of play. The ball is tossed in the air, and Elk River has the first possession of this Class 4A Section 8 championship game.
It'll be interesting to see, D-Mac, how they attack our zone trap, try to get the ball to Dom right in the middle, and then we'll just see if we can collapse on him. Got to take away their shooters, I'm sorry. Yeah,
it gets worked inside Dominic Webster, then to David Balasidia, and his three-point shot doesn't go. Rebound to Alexandria, and the Cardinals are going to get a basket here as Alexandria was looking to push, and the first points of the night go to Thomas Henricks after a goaltending call.
Yeah, it's a good start there. You know, just watching him, excuse me, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but just watching him back from Bemidji. Number 2, Balasidia, he had a really good game, hit a lot of big open shots, and then Bowl, he's a force underneath, so good job to see us get that first rebound.
Yeah, Jackson Bowl saw limited playing time in Alexandria back in December. Levi Harris was unavailable for the December game up in Alexandria. Ball worked inside, and Webster will score his first points of the night, and we are deadlocked at 2. Alexandria's Mason Witt will advance the ball into the front court. He'll pass it to Miles Gray at the free throw line extended. Now to Henricks, and his three-pointer is off. Mason Witt with the offensive rebound and a second chance for the Cardinals. Mason Witt with it. Now he'll shoot the 3. That is off. Rebound to Harris for the Elk River Elks. Now Harris will take a three-point shot, and that is well short. Back tap will be out of bounds, back to the Alexandria Cardinals. So Alexandria will have the ball in a 2-2 tie game. Fans continuing to enter The Alexandria Area High School Gymnasium, pretty close to SRO. Not a lot of seats available. Here is Mason Witt getting the ball to Miles Gray. Couple of dribbles now to Gavin Roderick. A straight on three is going to be off the front rim. Balasidia with the defensive rebound. Up ahead, and the layup is good by Dom Webster. And Elk River takes its first lead of the night as the Elks go up 4-2. Cardinals try to answer. First shot no good. Loose ball, and we're going to have a foul being called. And it will be, I believe, on Elk River as Gavin Roderick was battling a couple of Elks players for the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the guy underneath didn't call it. That looked pretty clear to me. I think that's on Bowl.
Yep, Jackson Bowl will pick up the first foul of the game with almost 2 minutes gone by. Alexandria will play the ball in with Talon Witt to trigger to Mason Witt. Mason Witt guarded here by Nick Rebrovich. Now it comes back to Miles Gray, now to Talon Witt. Talon a couple of dribbles, now off to Hendricks, then to Talon Witt, then across, and Miles Gray's shot is off the window and good.
Yeah, great ball movement there by the Cardinals. Talon did a nice job of taking it baseline to find Miles.
4-4 our scores, so we've had ties at 2 and at 4. Balasidia will get the ball to Levi Harris in the front court. Now it comes back out. Now worked around to the left side to Jackson Bowl. Now to Rebrovich, then to Webster, then across. It actually ended up being a shot. Bowl gets the rebound. His follow-up is too strong. Ball tapped up, and Mason Witt has it. Now he'll look to push. Driving to the basket. Shot is going to be up and short. Contested there by Elk River's Nick Rebrovich, and the rebound goes to Jackson Bowl. Still tied at 4. Now Balasidia takes the medium-range jumper and scores. Elk River takes a 2-point lead at 6-4. Scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Here's Mason Witt out beyond the arc. Gets the ball to Thomas Hendricks. Now to Miles Gray, working to the basket. Now the pass goes back out. Talon Witt through traffic will lay it off the window and in. And we're tied again, 6-6.
Yeah, good sign there for the Cardinals. Talon able to take it to the rim, get a bucket. And again, here on defense, we're just trying to disrupt them, kind of keep them out of the flow of their offense. Don't let them get that ball inside to their two bigs.
Here's Harris getting the ball to Webster at the free throw line. Now it'll go into the corner, and Rebrovich cannot connect on the three. Gavin Roderick with the defensive rebound for Alexandria. Cardinals look to take the lead back. Roderick will pull up for the triple. It's off the front rim. Rebound to Jackson Bowl. Elk River and Alexandria remain tied at 6. 3.5 minutes into the opening half here at Alexandria Area High School. Now looking to attack Balasidia's shot danced off the rim. He got fouled in the act of shooting. Free throws coming for the junior guard David Balasidia of Elk River.
Yeah, he did a good job there getting down low. Be Talon's first foul. Offensively, I think we can get good looks. I just think sometimes right now we're just forcing a little bit. Kind of feeling rushed. There's a lot of people obviously started the game, so we'll just ease into it here offensively and get a good rhythm going.
First free throw by David Balasidia is good, and Elk River takes the lead at 7-6.
One thing about this pace, you heard Coach Witt talk about it in the pregame. I think the Cardinals, important for them, when this game ends, we want to be in the 80s. We want to have 80 points up on the board. When we get to 80 points, our rate of success is pretty good over the last few years.
Both free throws good, and I think Coach Witt mentioned it during our Juettner Motors pregame show. Elk River would be content to keep this game in the 60s, maybe just shy of 70. If that happens, that increases Elk River's chance of winning the game. Now we have a three that's good from the right side, and that's Mason Witt dropping in the triple.
Certainly a good sign there for sure to see Mason knock that one down. Important to get him going, see him feeling good.
9-8, Alexandria takes the lead as we're now 4 minutes into the opening half. Elk River with the basketball. Webster has it on a high post. Over to Rebrovich. His triple is going to be short. Rebound by Bowl underneath, and Jackson Bowl puts it in for 2.
And he's a force inside, and we really got to keep him off the boards.
10-9, Elk River takes the lead back. Here's Talon Witt getting the ball to Miles Gray. Gray on the left wing, passes out, nearly intercepted by Levi Harris, taken by Hendricks. Now to Gray, off to Talon Witt. He'll look to attack, then the feed poked out of bounds. I think Talon was looking to get it over into the right corner for Gavin Roderick, and Dominic Webster got his paw in the way to knock the ball out. It'll be a pass in along the baseline for Alexandria as the Cardinals trail 10-9. Elk River 14-14 on the year. The head-to-head meeting went to Alexandria during the regular season, 70-68 in overtime. Here's Mason Witt being guarded closely. Pass back out. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. Gavin Roderick, jumper from the free throw line, is off the rim. And Levi Harris with the defensive rebound for Elk River. The Elks look to build on a 1-point lead. Harris out top, gets behind a screen set by Webster. Shot off the window, too strong, but another offensive rebound by Elk River. Kick out. Harris knocks down the three-pointer, and Elk River will take a 4-point advantage at 13-9.
Yeah, that's the key there. We got a rebound. We can't give up those easy looks.
And now we're going to have a stoppage here.
Shot clock didn't start for whatever reason.
Yep, so they're going to...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Levi got 1,000 points there. He needed 3 for 1,000.
So his first basket of the night puts him over 1,000 for his career. So the Elk River faithful showing some signs across the way. And congratulations to senior guard Levi Harris. Again, he missed a good portion of his senior year due to injury at the start of the year. But he's back, and he knocks down the triple. And he is now north of 1,000 points in his prep career. So with that, we will resume play, and I believe a full 35 seconds will be put on the shot clock. Game clock shows 12:52 to go in the first half. Elk River 13, Alexandria 9 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. The Cardinals 20-7 on the year. Here's Talon Witt getting the ball to Mason Witt. Now it's over to Gavin Roderick on the right side. He'll curl in. A fadeaway is up, off to the side. Bowl already with 5 rebounds in barely 5.5 minutes of game time. Now Harris has the ball. He'll play it back out to Dominic Webster. Now to Levi Harris. Elk River by 4, looking to build on the lead. Now out top, it's going to be Levi Harris after getting a pass from Nick Rebrovich. Down to about 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Here's Levi Harris. Now he'll feed it inside Webster, then across to Bowl underneath. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Layup is contested, rebounded by Gavin Roderick. Now up ahead, Thomas Hendricks has the ball. Out now to Talon Witt. Curling to the basket, he lays it up short. Another rebound for Jackson Bowl. Now 6 minutes into tonight's game. And this is having a similar storyline to the way the game against Monticello started. The Cardinals not converting on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just not able to finish, which is...
Here's Balasidia with the teardrop. That doesn't go. Ball tapped up. Talon Witt rebounds. It's Alexandria ball. Elk River's in front by 4 at 13-9. Here's Gavin Roderick out top for Alexandria, looking to direct traffic. Now he'll pass over to Mason Witt on the left side, guarded by Nick Rebrovich. Witt will spot up for the 3, and he knocks his second triple down.
Yeah, really good job there, and I think that's where we want to go right now. We just want to be patient, move the basketball. Mason will find an opening, and, you know, he's feeling good.
And now the ball poked away by Gavin Roderick up ahead, and a slam for Roderick to give the Alexandria Cardinals the lead.
Yeah, good couple possessions there. Got a tip. Gav's got to get back here.
Now here's Levi Harris out on the left wing. He'll curl in, shot blocked, but there's Webster getting the offensive rebound and a follow-up to give Elk River a 1-point lead. So it's 15-14 for the Elks. 7.5 minutes into tonight's game at Alexandria Area High School. Deep 3 by Mason Witt, and he tickled the twine again. Oh, you get the feeling Mason Witt is feeling it tonight. He already has more baskets in 7.5 minutes tonight than he had all night against Monticello in that victory last week. Now a turnover. Here comes Alexandria back the other way. Layup by Talon Witt is good. That may prompt an Elk River timeout. Ryan Servati wants to talk it over, and it's going to be a 30-second break of our own. Alexandria has surged into its biggest lead so far tonight. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. In the Class 4A Section 8 final, it's Alexandria 19, Elk River 15. Jack.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
The Elk River had a 4-point lead, but the Cardinals have scored 10 of the last 12, and now the Cardinals are in front for their biggest advantage of the night, up by 4 at 19-15. We do welcome you to our broadcast tonight, whether you're watching on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel or listening to People Radio KXRA for the play-by-play. Along with Russ Hendricks, I'm Dave McClurg. Elk River will attack against Alexandria's zone press here. The Elks get it into the front court. Now Chase Sheldon is into the game for the first time for Elk River. He, Levi Harris, David Balasidia, Dominic Webster, and Jackson Bowl are the 5 on the floor. Cardinals now have Blake Scholl in the game for the first time. Good to see him in this postseason matchup. Here's a feed underneath, and Bowl could not finish, but he was able to volley the ball to himself. Then it goes outside, and the shot by Levi Harris from three-point range doesn't go. And then we're going to have a loose ball foul being called on the Alexandria Cardinals. I believe it's going to go on Scholl, and that will be his first.
Yeah, Blake's first game back after missing a couple there with an ankle. And again, Bowl has been a force, and that's what I've seen in other games that I've watched of them. He is an active rebounder, so we're going to really have to try to just box him out and keep him out of the mix.
Elk River's Chase Sheldon with the ball right side. He'll curl to the basket. Finger roll shot is up and good. Sheldon scores, point, soft dribble penetration, back the other way. Thomas Hendricks leans in, but he can't finish. And Bowl has his 8th rebound of the night, and we're only halfway through the first half. Cardinals up by a deuce at 19-17. Sheldon out beyond the arc will shoot the triple and score the triple. 5 in a row for Elk River after the timeout, and now the Elks have taken a 20-19 lead.
Yeah, and he can drain those, and he's a good shooter from out there. We just went underneath the screen there, which we probably can't do.
So the Cardinals now look to respond. Here's Talon Witt getting it out to Miles Gray, now to Talon Witt. He'll pass it over to Thomas Hendricks on the right side. Now to Mason Witt. Deep three-pointer again is good. Oh my, he's behind the mythical NBA three-point line and knocking some of these shots down.
Yeah, he's just stepping right into him. A lot of confidence. You know, you hear that all the time with Mason. It's about confidence for him, and got a lot of confidence right now.
So Alexandria leads by 2. Here's Webster getting in the ball out to Balasidia. Now back to Dominic Webster. We're about to go under 8 minutes remaining in the first half in Alexandria Area High School. Sheldon into the corner for Levi Harris, but he's closed out defensively. Then it goes inside, and Webster can't finish. Miles Gray with the defensive rebound, and then the ball got poked out. It will belong to the Alexandria Cardinals. Now Jackson Bowl is going to check out. Brody Thompson will be in for Elk River. Alexandria has Gavin Roderick, Blake Scholl, Miles Gray, Talon Witt, and Mason Witt on the court. It's the Cardinals 22, the Elk River Elks 20. Little more than midway through the first half here at Alexandria Area High School. Bounce pass goes to Gray, out now to Mason Witt. Looking to drive, then he feeds off. Scholl dishes now to Gavin Roderick, and he got pushed by Thompson on the trip to the basket. For Brody Thompson, that will be his first foul. Just the second on the Elks. It's been a fairly foul-free event so far. Only 4 fouls combined in the first 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, and they're letting the teams play. There's definitely some physicality, but I think they've done a nice job. That one was an obvious foul there as Gavin was trying to go to the baseline, and a hand check there.
Now out top, Talon Witt. Looking to hand off. It goes to Mason Witt. Now to Blake Scholl, around to the right side to Miles Gray. Then to Gavin Roderick. Then it goes to Scholl, backing in against Webster, leaning in. He draws contact from Webster. Blake Scholl did not convert on the shot, but he got fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Russ, I think as you get deeper into the postseason, trips to the free throw line become so very valuable. This will be Alexandria's first free throw opportunity of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. And anytime we can get, a foul on Webster, that's a good thing.
And the free throw does not go. So Scholl will get one more. Alexandria still by 2 at 22-20. Our scoreboard updates being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Second free throw is good. Cardinals have led by as many as 4. Elk River has led by as many as 4. Right now it's a 3-point Alexandria lead at 23-20. Now it's Webster to bring the ball up the floor for Elk River, and then he turns it over. Third Elk River giveaway of the night. Mason Witt another 3. He's good again! 5 of 6 beyond the arc for the all-time leading scorer for the Alexandria Cardinals, Mason Witt. And the Cardinals lead 26-20.
Yeah, no words. I mean, he's just on fire. We've been here a lot of times when Chase, had one of those nights where he couldn't miss, and Mason's got that look to him tonight where wherever it is, it's gonna go, and there's an over and back.
Yeah, really a ball that got poked away from Chase Sheldon, and then he got a little sloppy out near the midcourt line, and Elk River now has 4 turnovers. Turning the ball over 2 of the last 3 possessions. Now we're going to have Blake Scholl out, Thomas Hinrichs in for Alexandria.
And only 20 seconds here on the shot clock. So, because they get that over and back, so we're going to take it out on our side here. So we just got to be prepared for that. And yeah, let's see if we can, keep this momentum going here.
Miles Gray to play the ball into Hinrichs, then it comes back to Gray. Then further out to Mason Witt. Again, Witt with 15 tonight on 5 3-point shots. Now the shot clock down to 10. Mason Witt gets the ball to Gray. Gray with the ball out high. He'll curl. Now he'll look to attack. Then it goes to Hinrichs. Shot clock running out. Desperation shot is short. So a backcourt violation and results in shot clock violation rather results in Alexandria's first turnover of the night. That comes with almost 12 minutes elapsed in tonight's game.
Yeah, that's too bad. We needed to recognize there right away from the start where the shot clock was. And I know it's loud in here, but we just got to probably put that one up and shoot it and get it on the rim.
Webster again to bring the ball up the floor for Elk River. He gets it to Balasidia, then to Webster, then across, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Elk River's Dom Webster after he distributed the ball. And that's going to be Elk River's 5th turnover of the night.
Yeah, great job there by Thomas, just standing in the way of a freight train, and that's what Webster is, but he was in great position, and that's going to be 2 on Webster. I was watching last week, just watching back against Bemidji, and they had him on the floor with 3 fouls with 3 minutes to go in the first half. So we'll see how long he sits out here with just 2 fouls.
Yep, both Dominic Webster and David Balasidia checked out of the game. Nick Rebrovich back in. Alexandria has the ball. The Cardinals have a 6-point lead. Here's a 3 by Talon Witt. That is going to be off. Rebound to Levi Harris for the Elk River Elks. Elk River looking to respond here. Harris out beyond the arc. Gets the ball to Chase Sheldon. Those two joined by Nick Rebrovich, Jackson Bowl, and I believe player 5 is Brody Thompson for Elk River, clad in the white jerseys with the red numerals and red and black trim. Here's Sheldon dishing to Harris, and he lost it. Turnover on Elk River. Talon Witt, 1-on-2, drops it off. Hinrichs put it up too strong. Loose ball, and Jackson Bowl will come away with it. Bowl now unofficially with 9 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, that's too bad. We got to get that one down. Good job there by Talon.
Now here is a foul called on Alexandria, and it's going to be on the Cardinals' Miles Gray. His first foul. That's only the 3rd Alexandria foul in the half, of which there's 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Winner of this game is going on to the state Class 4A boys basketball tournament. Elk River trying to get to state for the first time in 20 years. Alexandria trying to go to state for a 4th consecutive year. But never have the Cardinals qualified in the big school class, except when it was a 1-class tournament back in the 20s, 40s, and 50s. Now here's Levi Harris. He'll look to attack, and Mason Witt almost stripped the ball away, but he may end up getting called for a reach-in foul here, and that will be the case. So Mason Witt has his first foul of the game. That's now 4 on the Cardinals here in this opening half.
Yeah, it's a tough one there. Good defense there by Mason. 6-point game here again. I think the key is just we're playing good defense. We get a miss. We really got to crash.
Yep, Elk River working the ball around again. Shot clock reset to 20. It goes inside, and now another bump. Grady Starzl now in the game for Alexandria, seeing some court time here, and he may have gotten called for the push. And that will be his first foul, team foul number 5. Shot clock resets to 20. Game clock at 4:43 to go in the first half. Elk River's Chase Sheldon plays the ball into Levi Harris. 26-20, Alexandria with the lead. Now a corner 3 doesn't go. Loose ball foul, and again, I believe another foul on the Alexandria Cardinals. And this one is going to be on Talon Witt, as he was battling an Elk River player. That may have been Thompson or Bowl trying to battle for the rebound there.
And the crowd doesn't like that one. Yeah, and I don't either. I'm not sure what he's supposed to do there, but that's a lot of fouls here on this end of the floor, unfortunately.
Yeah, really, I think 3 fouls on this trip alone for Elk River. The Elks getting numerous opportunities to score. Another pass in here for Sheldon. And he'll get it into Dominic Webster, who's back into the game. Webster, Levi Harris, Chase Sheldon on the floor, along with Nick Rebrovich and Jackson Bowl. Here's a lob to Webster on the high post. Now it goes into the corner, and the 3-point shot rimmed off for Harris, and the rebound to Gavin Roderick for Alexandria. Cardinals will try to build the lead to 8, and now the ball nearly poked away, but I think Chase Sheldon will commit a foul, tapping Grady Starzl on the elbow there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, after all those fouls they called on the other end, they can't help but probably call a foul down there in this end. So 6-point lead here, 4 minutes to go. You know, I think, again, the tempo probably at this point favors Elk River just based on the score. So see what we can do here these last 4 minutes. We played a lot without Talon this year, so, you know, that should hopefully we got to get it in here.
Pass comes in from Mason Witt to Miles Gray. Now out to Gavin Roderick. Roderick being picked up defensively by Levi Harris. Here's the attack to the basket, and Gavin Roderick scores. And now Alexandria forges an 8-point lead at 28-20.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see here with Talon out now. Maybe Gavin, you know, can take over a little bit. Good tap there by Grady.
Yep, turnover on Elk River. That's now 7 for the Elks in tonight's game. Only 1 Alexandria turnover in more than 14 minutes. Here's Gray out beyond the arc. He'll drive, gets cut off, pass to Mason Witt. Alexandria by 8, and the Cardinals have the ball. Starzl dishes to Roderick from the left wing. His 3 is off the heel of the rim, and the rebound to Chase Sheldon for Elk River. Sheldon now into the front court. The Elks have been stuck on 20 for a while here. Now Chase Sheldon can't connect on that. Strong rebound as Gavin Roderick skies for the board. Now up ahead, and a kick ball will stop play with 3:15 to go in this first half. Now Blake Scholl is going to check back in for Alexandria. Grady Starzl will check out. Again, tonight's matchup against Elk River, the first in the postseason for Blake Scholl, who missed a couple of games due to an ankle-related issue.
Yeah, we got it in underneath here. Let's see what we can run here. Maybe get an easy look.
Mason Witt to play the ball in for the Alexandria Cardinals. And he gets it in for Gavin Roderick. Roderick will work his way into the lane. Short jumper off the back rim, offside rim, no good. And a rebound to, guess who? Jackson Bowl for Elk River. Coach Ryan Servati said ahead of our broadcast tonight, Jackson Bowl is a Dennis Rodman type player. He brings that energy, good hustle, has the ability to find the basketball. 3-point shot by Levi Harris doesn't go, and Mason Witt rebounds. He'll look to attack. Jumper banked in! And a foul is called on Elk River. Mason Witt should be going to the line for an and one for Alexandria as the Cardinals get the advantage to double figures.
Yeah, nice job there by Mason. Fouls on Rebovich, his first. But again, it's one of those nights where, man, he's just seeing it go in, and so much fun to see. And he's worked so hard. You know, we've talked about that a lot over the years, and how, you know, work pays off. And for Mason, he spent a lot of nights in the gym, and tonight's one of those nights where it's paying off.
The free throw does not go, and Dom Webster rebounds for Elk River.
Just too close. He needed to be further away.
Right. Mason Witt, 5 of 6 beyond the arc tonight. He missed his first three-pointer and has since sunk 5 in a row. His bank shot counted for 2. He did not get the and one, so he's at 17 tonight. He averages almost 24 a game. Here's Webster leaning in, jumper in the lane, no good, but he was able to get the rebound, and the follow-up is good. That's a couple of putback baskets for Dominic Webster tonight.
Yeah, for sure. He's a force in there. It'd be nice if we could get another maybe foul on him, or get into that third here.
30-22, Alexandria. We're about.
River's gone to zone here.
Yep, and now inside, Blake Scholl has it. It comes out to Mason Witt. Now 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Here's a nice drop pass, and the layup doesn't go for Scholl, and the rebound to Dominic Webster. So Alexandria was able to do some work, but could not convert. So Elk River has scored the last basket. The Elks will try to string together a little bit of a mini run themselves. Here's Levi Harris. His straight on three is good. Levi Harris now 2 for 6 beyond the arc, and it's 30-25. Alexandria's lead down to 5.
Yeah, big change of possession there. Just we had a 2, and for them to get a 3.
And now here's Scholl getting it out to Roderick, now to Mason Witt, and his 3 is no good. Rebound by Scholl. Follow-up goes in. High off the window, and the shot fell in for Blake Scholl.
Yeah, big rebound there. Lucky Webster could have got his 3rd. Minute to go here. Let's just finish this strong here.
Now Harris has it, guarded by Thomas Hinrichs. Now the ball worked out to the right side. Rebrovich tries to go inside. Loose ball turned over, and Alexandria has the ball back. Mason Witt ahead to Thomas Hinrichs. Then back to Mason Witt, now to Blake Scholl. Scholl attacking against Webster. Finger roll shot, no good. And then Bowl tries to save it, and he does with the back tap. Difference between the shot clock and the game clock is about 2 seconds. Elk River cannot work it all the way down to 0. Here's Levi Harris, pull-up jumper from about 13, 14 feet. No good. Miles Gray with the rebound, and now the Cardinals can play for the final shot of the half. Mason Witt into the front court, picked up by Nick Rebrovich. We're now down to 10 seconds to go in the half. Alexandria leading by 7. Here's the screen set by Scholl. Now it's to the right side. Miles Gray curling in to the rack. He lays it up and in. And that will be the final basket of the first half. A Miles Gray score to put Alexandria up by 9. For our engineers, we have some catching up to do, so it'll be about a 3 to 3.5 minute break, and then we're back with the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. But before we get you there, let's give you the numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard at the half. In the Class 4A Section 8 boys basketball championship game, Alexandria leads Elk River 34-25.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind. Because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Juettner Motors, your best price dealer. Make it Juettner Motors, your best price dealer.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota. Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Area High School and our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. Halfway through the Class 4A Section 8 championship game. Top-seeded Alexandria leads Elk River by 9. It's 34-25. Russ Henricks, D-Mac, Dave McClurg, and videographer J.P. Boleen on hand at Alexandria Area High School. And Russ, really in some ways, this first half evolved in a similar way to Friday night's first half. The main difference is that Mason Witt has really been filling it up, and that's a good thing because, you know, outside of Mason Witt, the Cardinals don't have an outside shot tonight. Ofer from the three-point range.
Yeah, you know, I thought obviously he was super. I mean, he was awesome in that first half. Everything he did from his offense to his defense as well, his rebounding. You know, that's going to be a key, obviously, for us in the second half. But I really like the way we closed. I thought just that last possession, getting a stop and a make. You know, we very easily this could be a 5-point game, and now it's a 9-point game. So that's a huge swing, especially in this kind of environment. So I like the way we closed.
Yeah, Alexandria did fall behind by as many as 4, a little more than 6 minutes into the game. Elk River had a 13-9 lead. The Cardinals were having difficulty hitting shots from the floor, and that's about the time that Mason Witt was able to warm up. Mason missed his first three-point shot and then canned 5 consecutive three-point shots as part of a 17-point half. The Cardinals went on a 10-2 run to get the lead at 19-15, and the Cardinals have played with the lead since. The lead has been as big as 10, and right now it's at 9 at intermission. Mason Witt leading the Cardinals in scoring with 17. 4 for Gavin Roderick, 4 for Miles Gray, 4 for Talon Witt. Thomas Hendricks scored the first points in tonight's section final to represent his scoring, and 3 off the bench for Blake Scholl. Elk River is being led by their senior guard, Levi Harris. He is second high in scoring with 6. Teammate Dominic Webster with 8 in the first half for the Elks. 6 points for Levi Harris. Chase Shelton had 5 in the opening half, 4 for David Balasidia, and 2 for Jackson Bowl. On the glass, Elk River out-rebounding Alexandria by 8 unofficially. 21 rebounds for the Elks, including 6 on the offensive, actually 7 on the offensive end for Elk River. Alexandria with 13 rebounds in the first half. The Cardinals' defense has been able to get Elk River to turn it over. The Elks turned the ball over 8 times in the opening half compared to just 1 turnover for Alexandria. Team fouls, each team committed 6 in the opening half of play. Not a lot of free throws. Elk River was 2 for 2. Alexandria 1 for 3. 3-point shooting. Alexandria 5 of 12. Mason Witt made 5 of 7. The rest of the team has combined to go 0 for 5. Elk River 3 for 11 beyond the arc. Trends in the game, we had ties at 2, 4, and 6. 6 lead changes in the opening half. Elk River's biggest lead has been 4. Alexandria's biggest lead has been 10. With the second half on the horizon, the Cardinals are up by 9 in this Class 4A Section 8 championship game. It's Alexandria 34, Elk River 25. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for bringing you the Midgame Report. Now on our platforms, let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
We are just about ready to start the second half of the Class 4A Section 8 Championship Boys Basketball game at Alexandria Area High School. Top-seeded Alexandria leads third-seeded Elk River 34-25. Elk River 2-0 in the postseason. Average margin of victory right around 15 points for the Elks. Alexandria 2-0 in the postseason. Average margin of victory for the Cardinals is 29 points. And right now, Alexandria would be on its way to a double-digit win, but there's still a second half of basketball to go. And the Alexandria Cardinals will have the ball to get the second half underway. I believe both teams going with their original starters with Miles Gray, Thomas Hinrichs, Gavin Roderick, Mason Witt, and Talon Witt for Alexandria. Elk River will go with David Balasidia, Jackson Bowl, Dominic Webster, Levi Harris, and Nick Rebrovich. Alexandria's had the lead at 10, no greater than 10, but if the Cardinals can score a basket on their first possession of the half, then the lead would be extended out to beyond 10 points. Here's Talon Witt advancing it, then playing it to Gavin Roderick, now to Mason Witt. Out now to Hinrichs, curl, and then he'll feed Gavin Roderick. His three off the back rim, back tap, and it's controlled by Nick Rebrovich. Roderick, by the way, now 0 for 4 from three-point range. He had a couple of baskets in the first half for 4 points.
Yeah, we say this, a lot with Gavin. I'd love to see him just take the ball inside and be real aggressive and just use his physicality in there.
Now the ball goes to Dominic Webster along the left baseline, collapsing against Miles Gray. Hook shot will be short, and Roderick with the rebound.
Yeah, good defense there by Miles.
So the Cardinals get it back, and it's still a 9-point Alexandria lead. Here is Gray feeding inside to Mason Witt, posting up against Rebrovich. Turnaround shot is good. Mason Witt with a pull-up jumper, and he now has 19 on the night. Here's Webster feeding inside. Ball fake. Shot is off the window and good for 2. So it's 36-27 in favor of Alexandria.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was probably too easy there.
Now here's Roderick looking to attack, and he had the ball stripped, and it's off his knee, out of bounds. And that will be just the second turnover for Alexandria tonight. The other one was actually a shot clock violation. Now the Elks get the basketball back. I like the idea, Russ, about Gavin attacking the basket there, and I hope he will continue to do that.
Yeah, I think so. You know, him attacking the basket is just going to open up stuff for other people, and you know, he's physical in there. Maybe draw some fouls and see if we can square away this defense here.
Here's Sheldon on the drive, and he puts it off the window and in. Chase Sheldon checked in at the last opportunity. Now a 3 by Gavin Roderick, left side. That's good. So Roderick drains the triple, and Alexandria's up by 10, 39-29. Now a little pressure in the backcourt. Levi Harris gets the ball over to Chase Sheldon. Now into the front court to Balasidia. Now to Sheldon. Sheldon, couple of dribbles, and now he had it knocked away. Turnover, outlet ahead, open lane, and a layup is good for Gavin Roderick. I thought he might go with the flush, but he laid it in, and that was probably a wise decision.
Yeah, we'll see if a timeout's coming here.
Cardinals up by 12, and that's going to prompt Ryan Servati, the head coach of Elk River, to call for time. It'll be a 30-second break on our platforms. 15:49 to go, second half. New numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. Alexandria leads Elk River 41-29.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage, helping to bring you our live play-by-play on our platforms, including Leighton Media, KXRA Radio, and the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. Along with Ross Hendricks and our videographer, J.P. Boline, I am DMAC, Dave McClure. Alexandria leads by 12, and this is the biggest lead of the night for the Cardinals. And a shot no good, and then Jackson Bull able to get a rebound underneath, and then he got sent to the floor. And a foul will be called. And looks like Thomas Henricks may have taken the tumble there, and he is going to be looked at here by Britt Ludwig from Heartland Orthopedic Specialists. And Russ, obviously not a good sight to see, but you know, it was one of those situations, you know, Jackson Bull battling for the board, and you know, Thomas was kind of in the vicinity, and you know, Bull was the guy that you know, was in his way to trying to get back to the floor.
Yeah, he's just working the box out there, and it looked like he kind of got pretzeled up there, and ball landed on him, and so I'm sure he's sore, and but I know they'll do a good job with him down there, and they'll get things figured out and get him back on his feet. As I see Coach Miller and Brittany and Jantz down there, so.
Yeah, so that's hopefully a good sign. It looks like Thomas is setting up, now standing up, and yeah, he is a warrior, no doubt about that. Evidenced by all the charges he takes on the basketball floor. So
yeah, he's gone down harder than that. I appreciate you saying that. You know, he's going to battle, and so he's going to fight in there, and he'll get back ASAP as soon as he can. So
Grady Starzl in as a replacement for Alexandria. It is Elk River ball. After the foul on Henricks, by the way. First foul for Thomas, and the first on the Cardinals here in this second half. David Balasidia will play the ball in for Elk River. He gets it into Chase Sheldon. Now it looks like Alexandria showing a little bit of zone itself, almost a 1-3-1 look here. Here is Dominic Webster out high, working his way in, and he stumbled. Oh, he got the ball back. Shot got altered by Starzl. Gavin Roderick with the defensive rebound. Now at the other end, the Cardinals can't convert. Bowl will collect it here, and then we're going to have a foul called on the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, that's too bad. We did a really nice job down there. I thought, Grady did a nice job of getting that block there, and again, then we committed a foul, about 80 feet away from the basket. So, again, up 12 here, 15 minutes to go. We just got to kind of get things organized here and get ourselves going.
Chase Sheldon will advance the ball into the front court for the Elks. He's got it on the left side. Now across to Levi Harris on the right wing, and he sinks the three-pointer. Levi Harris eclipsed 1,000 career points earlier tonight with his first triple. He has 3 threes in the game for 9 points, and now a loose ball, and it's going to be picked up by Elk River. Turnover on Alexandria. Harris another 3, and that's off the heel of the rim. Scramble for the board. Balasidia has it. And now another look, and Sheldon's 3 doesn't go. Scramble for the board, and Grady Starzl had it, but no, it's Dominic Webster who's got it. Another look here for the Elk River Elks. So a second chance opportunity with 14.5 to go in the second half. Alexandria leading by 9. Here's Harris out beyond the arc. Now will curl in. Baseline shot right side is good. Again, Levi Harris did not play in the regular season game up in Alexandria on December 20th. He now has 11 tonight, and Elk River's back to within 7.
Yeah, that was a less than ideal possession there. We had multiple opportunities to rebound the ball, and again, we have to get them off the rebounding and try to limit their shots.
Here's an open lane baseline for Talon Witt, and he'll lay it in. Forrest Witt, the head coach of the Cardinals, wants to talk it over after the made basket for Talon Witt. And on our platforms, we will make this a 1-minute break. New numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. Alexandria leads Elk River 43-34.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
People Radio, KXRA, and also on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. After a Talon Witt basket, Alexandria leads by 9 with 13:55 to go in the second half. Cardinals will extend their defensive pressure here. Dominic Webster, David Balasidia, Levi Harris all on the floor along with Jackson Bowl and Chase Sheldon. Here's Bowl with the basketball on the right side. His pass over to Levi Harris, now out to Balasidia. Then it goes to Webster, inside to Bowl, guarded by Gray. Bowl with a little bit of a lean in, then the pass across, intercepted. Oh, what a job there on the Cardinals defensively. Mason Witt to pick it off. Now he'll shoot the triple at the other end and score. Russ, really, that's like a 5-point swing for Alexandria.
Yeah, fantastic defense there by Miles Gray. Just manning up, just standing there and getting physical and boxing out.
Now Levi Harris can't connect on a 3, but in the effort to try to get the defensive rebound, the Cardinals tap the ball out, and Elk River will have the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, he is just a beast down in their bowl. I mean, you got to give him credit. He's working. We almost got 2 guys trying to box him out. He's just getting tips and giving them second possessions, and it's like they get 2 possessions, and so, again, we just have to keep working to keep him off the glass.
Here is Webster, and he got fouled by Grady Starzl as he was looking to pivot down on the right baseline.
Yeah, and that's okay by Grady there, I think. Just trying to be physical and trying to work with him and lean on him a little bit and not make it easy for him.
Pass comes in. Levi Harris has it out beyond the arc. Now goes with the elbow jumper for 2, and that's good.
And I promise you, he can get hot. He can, light up a basket. So we want to make sure that we, again, just try to, get a body in front of him and not give them extra chances.
Alexandria by 10, and the Cardinals have the ball flowing left to right in this second half of play. Out beyond the arc, Starzl's three-pointer is good. That's the first basket tonight for Grady Starzl, coming off an 18-point performance against Monticello. The triple here gives Alexandria a 49-36 lead. Turnover on Elk River. Now the Cardinals have it front court. 3 by Mason Witt off the front rim, and the rebound to Balasidia for the Elk River Elks. So Elk River still down by a baker's dozen. 3 by Balasidia is good. Boy, Elk River seems to get some timely shots here to make sure they don't get too far back in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, unfortunately there, I think down there we had a good look there for Mason, and we didn't quite have that probably that swing pass on target. There's another one here.
Yep, now Mason Witt's going to work his way into the lane. Shot dances off to the side, but Mason is fouled on the trip to the basket. Alexandria only had 1 made free throw out of 3 attempts in the first half, so the Cardinals will take free throws 4 and 5 here after Levi Harris commits the Elk River foul.
Yeah, and that was good. They're going to have to close out, obviously, on Mason as many threes as he's hit, so that's going to open up some opportunities for him to get to the line.
And he sinks the first free throw. Mason Witt averages 23.9 points per game, so if he makes his next free throw, he'll be at an even 24 on the night. And that's basically about, 24 minutes of game time?
Yeah.
Point a minute a clip tonight for Mason Witt as he sinks the second free throw.
Yeah, big picture here. If you look at it, you look at that score, 51 points. Again, we talked, I don't know if they can get to 80 from here. So again, if we just keep trying to score, getting stops without fouling.
Now here's Sheldon on the drive to the rack, and he lays it up and in. Chase Sheldon able to finish at the basket, and it's 51-41 Alexandria. The Cardinals were up by 9 at halftime. Talon Witt looking to counter, then it goes out to Starzl. His 3 is no good, and the defensive rebound is for Chase Sheldon. Now Elk River looking to slice into Alexandria's lead a little bit more. The lead has been as great as 13 tonight. Webster gets it off to Rebrovich. His shot doesn't go. Battle for the board, and Bowl has it. Now another look, and then it's going to be a backcourt violation as it came up to midcourt, and it goes into the backcourt, and Elk River turns the ball over for the 11th time tonight.
He got another rebound under there, and as Thomas is going to come back in, so that's a good sign for him. So under 11 here. Again, let's execute offensively here, and this is one of those times, again, where the shot clock's going to be at 20, so everybody needs to know the shot clock's at 20. It's not a full 35. We got to execute a little quicker here in the half court.
Talon Witt, Miles Gray, Gavin Roderick, Mason Witt, and Thomas Hendricks for Alexandria. Mason's 3 is going to be off, and it caromed off the back rim and then off one of the standards, and so the ball will go back to the Elk River Elks.
Yeah, again, I think we've run that set a lot. That's a good set. He had a good look. Just have to keep having confidence here. And again, I think if we can get him down into the lane, they're going to have to collapse on him and close out a little bit. So
10-point Alexandria lead with 10:35 to go in the second half. It's 51-41 for the Cardinals. Winner of this game's going on to state. Here is Levi Harris. The pocket 3 from the right side is good. Levi Harris showing up to play tonight. He now has 16 to lead his team in scoring. Talon Witt will drive, then feed out to Miles Gray. 51-44 in favor of Alexandria. Here's Talon Witt working in through traffic. His layup is good. Oh, nice curl move by Talon Witt to attack the basket and score. Alexandria leads by 9.
Yeah, nice job there by Talon. I think taking the ball to the rim is a good idea right now. They're having to extend their defense a lot, as well as we've shot the ball.
Now the Elks work it around Rebrovich on the left side, then to Bowl. Now to Dominic Webster. Further out, Harris had it, lost it. Mason Witt gets the recovery for the Cardinals.
Again, good defense there by Mason. Very active hands.
Now to Gavin Roderick. The three is off the front rim. Hendricks with the offensive rebound. And another look here for Alexandria. Cardinals up 53-44. Talon Witt looking to drive, and it's stripped away. Turnover number 5 on Alexandria tonight. Now Sheldon looks to attack. Hendricks cuts him off. Thomas to the floor, and a foul is going to be called after Thomas Hendricks gets the recovery for Alexandria. Foul will go on Elk River.
I think they just called that Sheldon was out of bounds when he touched it.
Oh, okay.
So I believe, nope, they're going to call a foul. You were right the first time. I should be quiet.
Nope. Anytime you can interject adds to the
that was
presentation
good.
here.
Yeah, great job there by Thomas, just defending there. And again, 9-point lead. 9 minutes to go. I really think execution in the offensive end here, is going to be key. And so making sure we get shots up, I think we can get to the rim.
Here's Talon Witt out top for Alexandria. Works inside the three-point line, gets it off to Mason Witt. Now over to Hendricks, then to Gavin Roderick. Roderick inside the three-point line. Now it goes into the corner. Gray will attack. Then it goes out on the right wing. Gavin Roderick's three barely grazed the front iron. It's no good. Elk River gets a stop. The Cardinals' lead is still 9. 53-44. Fadeaway is up and good. Levi Harris scores the basket to put him at 18. Elk River coach Ryan Servati wants a timeout to talk it over. We're going to make this a 30-second break. 8:39 remains in regulation time in the Class 4A Section 8 Boys Basketball Championship game. New numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. It's Alexandria 53, Elk River 46.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Play for the Section 8 title in Class 4A boys basketball. Alexandria has a 7-point lead. The Cardinals have led a good portion of the game. The lead has been as great as 13 here in the second half. But right now, Elk River is on a 10-4 scoring run to narrow the gap down to 7. Mason Witt brings it into the front court. He'll now get the ball to Thomas Hendricks. Then to Miles Gray, then the pass inside to Talon Witt. Curling back out, now he'll attack the basket. Goes out to Hendricks, right side, triple does not go. And Jackson Bowl with the defensive rebound. So Elk River can chew into the Alexandria lead a little bit more with a basket here. Nick Rebrovich has it on the right side. He'll try to go inside to Webster, but it's picked off. The bounce pass intercepted by Gavin Roderick, and he'll advance it into the front court. Now he's looking for someone to pass it to. It goes over to Talon Witt on the bounce. Under 8 minutes to go, second half, Alexandria by 7. Bounce pass to Miles Gray at the free throw line extended. Lob across Talon Witt, ball fake, shot is up and in.
Yeah, a little high-low action there. I like that. And 7 minutes here, these next 3 minutes here are going to decide this, I think, whether this is going to be a nip and tuck game here till the end or whether we're going to extend it and be comfortable. So 7.5, just sit back and watch here.
Yeah, and our thanks to Quali Real Estate on our YouTube channel for bringing you the instant replays. And now I think we're going to have a traveling call. Dominic Webster again had the defensive coverage. I think that may have been Thomas Hendricks in there on defense. And, I think Webster might have gotten frustrated on that possession there.
Yeah, real good defense there by Tom. And Blake will come in here now to give him a little break. And Blake's hit a lot of big shots for us this year. I think this is his first time in the game, second half maybe, coming off that injury. So big few minutes here for him.
Miles Gray with the ball now to Talon Witt, driving to the basket. His shot spun off the rim, but He got pushed in the back, so rather than an and one, he'll get a pair of free throws here. 7:09 remains in regulation time.
Yeah, that's on Bowl, and that's only his second, but I like that again. I just think they're having to extend their defense so far up high, and so I think underneath stuff will be good and feature talent a little bit here, which I think is good.
Free throw is good. Alexandria was only 1 of 3 from the line in the first half and has started 3 for 3 in this second half. The Cardinals back to a double-digit lead at 56-46. One more free throw coming for the senior Talon Witt. And that free throw's off. Dominic Webster with the defensive rebound. So 10-point Alexandria lead. Now Webster with it front court. Gets it out to David Balasidia. Now to Chase Sheldon. Then to Webster. Now he's looking to hand off or pass off. He gets it to Sheldon. Sheldon guarded by Gavin Roderick. Now a second defender comes out, that being Talon Witt. Down to about 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Sheldon gets it off to Webster, leaning in. Webster turnaround is off the back rim, but there's Bowl for another rebound. Reset on the shot clock to 20. 6.5 minutes to go in the second half. Sheldon with an open lane goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
Yeah, remarkable. It's just like same story. 14th verse, he just is able to get those rebounds, which gives them almost 2 possessions each time down the floor.
Now here's Miles Gray out high. He'll pass it out to Talon Witt. 56-48 Alexandria. We're about to go under 6 minutes remaining. Here's a spin move by Gavin Roderick attacking the basket. Shot was altered. Jackson Bowl with the rebound. Now up ahead, Webster has it, he'll curl in, shot is up, and it's gonna count, I believe. Or are we going to have a foul before the shot? Or will the shot count at all? We have a discussion going on right here with 5:53 to go in the second half. Still not certain what the call is going to be among the 3-person officiating crew. We're about to get the verdict here. It will be a foul on Gavin Roderick. And for Roderick, that will be his second foul. But I believe, will the shot count?
Yeah, they're going to count the basket. Yep. And this is as close as they've been for a while. And as I mentioned, we haven't been able to execute on the offensive end a little bit at times. And so here comes Tom back in.
Yep, Blake Scholl's going to check out. Thomas Hendricks will re-enter. So count the basket for Webster. That puts him at 10 points on the night. He'll get 1 free throw here, and if he can make it, Elk River would be back to within 5 points, which is as close as the Elks have been since late in the first half. Alexandria led 34-25 at the break. Webster with 1 free throw here for Elk River. It's on the way and it's good. Alexandria 56, Elk River 51. This is now a 15-7 surge for the visiting Elks. Now in the front court, Mason Witt has the ball. Miles Gray setting a screen out high. Bounce pass comes to Gray. He's got it beyond the 3-point line. Now to Talon Witt. Now further out to Gavin Roderick. Roderick inside to Witt, slicing through, and a foul got called. It's either going to be number 3 on Jackson Bowl or number 3 on Dom Webster.
Yeah, good work there on the slip by Talon. Good action there on the top. And let's see who they're going to call that one.
I believe it's on
Webster, his third. So Talon will go to line here now. You mentioned all the time how important free throws are, and this is definitely one of those times where free throws are important with a 5-point lead.
Yep, 5.5 minutes to go in regulation time. It's Alexandria 56, Elk River 51, and Talon Witt sinks the first free throw to give the Cardinals a 6-point lead.
Yeah, second free throw coming here for Talon. We just need to do a good job on the defensive end here now. Limit them to 1 shot, make it difficult. Limit them to 1 shot, get a rebound, execute offensively, and continue to play good basketball.
Second free throw is true, and Alexandria takes a 7-point lead. Yeah, you talk about getting a defensive rebound. I believe the Cardinals have just 2 defensive boards this entire second half. The Cardinals, however, have countered by forcing 7 Elk River turnovers since intermission. Out top, Sheldon has it. Now I believe we're going to have a foul away from the ball. being called on the Alexandria Cardinals.
They're going to call that one on Tom. I think his second. He's working as hard as he can underneath there.
That's team foul number 5, and for Henricks, it's his second foul of the game. David Balasidia will play the ball in to Levi Harris. Shot clock resets to 20. Now right side, here is Sheldon curling in, getting it to Balasidia, now out to Levi Harris. Cardinals showing a little bit of zone here. Pass comes in, Webster leaning in, and now the kick back out. Harris straight on 3 is good. Levi Harris coming through with the triple, and Elk River's back to within 4 with under 5 minutes to go. 58-54 Alexandria. Again, when these teams played on December 20th, it was a 2-point Alexandria win in overtime. Now we're going to have a stoppage. It looks like Forrest Witt, the Cardinals coach, wants a short timeout. We're going to make it a 30-second break of our own. 4:40 remains in regulation. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. Alexandria leads Elk River 58-54.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School. Hope you're enjoying our coverage on our platforms, whether you're listening to Layton Media, KXRA Radio, or watching on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. DMAC, Dave McClurg, joined by Russ Henricks, and our videographer, JP Boleen, for the broadcast. Alexandria leads by 4. The Cardinals have the ball, and there's still plenty of time. 4.5 minutes to go. Talon Witt driving, feeding off to Gavin Roderick. Left wing 3, no good, but an offensive rebound on the weak side for Miles Gray. And another look for Alexandria. Can the Cardinals take advantage of their second chance opportunity? Roderick out beyond the arc, looking to work his way in. Now Gray has it through traffic. It's stripped away. Loose ball out of bounds, back to Elk River. So the Elks are able to get a turnover here out of Alexandria. Just the 6th tonight for the Cardinals. And Elk River, down by 4, can get to within 1 with a made 3-point basket. Some of the Alexandria students off to our left, chanting and stomping their feet, wanting defense. Balasidia into the front court, gets it now to Chase Sheldon. Sheldon with the ball on the right side. Now he'll curl in, he'll take it to the basket. Layup is off the window and good. Sheldon off the bench now has 13, and Elk River trails by 2. 58-56, a 20-7 scoring run for Elk River. Now here's Mason Witt driving. His layup is good. Alexandria has the answer, and it's 60-56.
Yeah, we got to play defense here. 4-point game. We can't get beat off the dribble. Rebound.
Here's Levi Harris's jumper, no good. Loose ball, challenge, and it's going to be out of bounds. And Dom Webster was able to back tap it off of Miles Gray to allow Elk River to get possession.
Yeah, we got to box out. We got to get up and we got to grab it, and doing as much as we can in there. They've got us kind of outsized, but again, we got to close out here. There's 20 on the shot clock. Watch them cut into the hoop here.
David Balasidia to trigger it in for Levi Harris. Again, Alexandria showing a bit of zone here. Webster gets it out to Balasidia, now to Chase Sheldon, then to Balasidia. He'll look to drive, then it goes to Sheldon. His triple off the heel of the rim, and the rebound to Gavin Roderick, so the Cardinals do get a stop. Alexandria by 4 with the ball as we're about to go under 3 minutes remaining, second half. A state tournament berth in Class 4A is on the line. The winner of this game gets it. Mason Witt out top for Alexandria. Looking to drive. Now he's cut off. Pass goes to Gray. Now we're down to about 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Talon Witt looking to attack. His fadeaway is up. No good. Rebound to David Balasidia. Elk River got a stop. Now can the Elks score at the other end? Balasidia will take it to the rack. His shot danced off. Rebound to Gavin Roderick. Alexandria gets another stop. Ahead to Talon Witt, and he'll cross into the front court as we're down to 2:20 to go in regulation time. Alexandria by 4. Gavin Roderick out beyond the arc. Gets it to Miles Gray. Cardinals not looking to shoot the three-point shot here. They're looking to get a good shot in close. Talon Witt dishes, now it's outside. Gavin Roderick, an open lane, attacking, he laid it up short. Miles Gray with the rebound, and he puts it in.
Yeah, big possession there. Great job by Miles. The Cardinals just running their flex action. And again, we just need a stop and a rebound.
And now we're going to have a stoppage here. I believe the timeout will be whistled and granted to Elk River. Head coach Ryan Servati, we're going to make this a 30-second timeout of our own. 1:51 remains second half. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard for the Class 4A Section 8 title. Alexandria leads Elk River 62-56.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
We're in essence in crunch time or clutch time now at Alexandria Area High School. What an exciting basketball matchup. Top-seeded Alexandria being pushed to the limit by third-seeded Elk River. The Cardinals have had the lead throughout the entire second half, though Elk River had whittled a 13-point deficit down to 2. Alexandria scored the last couple of baskets, one for Mason Witt and one on a putback for Miles Gray after Gavin Roderick missed on a layup. We're going to make Miles Gray's putback here with just over 2 minutes to go. Our Culver's play of tonight's game, again brought to you by Culver's Restaurant of Alexandria. Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
D-Mac, we've been in so many close games this year, you know, and against some really good opponents, and at times we've had struggle closing it out. So, you know, sometimes those things you can learn from those, a learning experience, and we just need to play defense and rebound.
Yep, and let's see if the Cardinals can get another stop here. Levi Harris, and he lost the ball. He got a little high on the dribble as he was trying to skirt past Mason Witt, and Harris turned it over. And that will be Elk River's 16th turnover tonight. 10 more than the Cardinals have given the ball away.
They've only committed 4 fouls, so if they're going to play the foul game at some point, they're going to have to foul. One of the things, you know, we have to get the ball in bounds as we did there and keep the ball in the hands of our guys that really do a good job with the basketball. Talon, Mason, be smart here. We're not going to turn it over. We're going to be smart.
Down
good work there.
Down to fewer than 90 seconds remaining. Gavin Roderick gets the ball to Mason Witt. He'll attack, leans in. Shot is up and short. No foul call. David Balasidia with the defensive rebound. Now he'll look to attack. Then it goes to Harris. Right side three. No good. Ball out of bounds. And Elk River is going to keep it. I think Miles Gray and Jackson Bowl were working underneath to try to get the board there. And Elk River keeps it with 1:08 to go. We're almost at the point here that the Elks need to score on every possession. 62-56 Alexandria.
Yeah, one rebound maybe even, and one rebound on a miss would do it.
Yep, here is Sheldon up the baseline, leaning in. His layup is good. That draws Elk River to within 4 with 1 minute to go. 62-58 at this point. The Elks not electing to foul, so Alexandria is able to work some clock. Balasidia guarding Talon Witt. Now the ball comes to Gavin Roderick on the left side. Roderick still handling the ball. Shot clock now down to 16 seconds. Forrest Witt, the Cardinals coach, is going to call for time. We're going to keep it right here with 41.7 seconds to go in regulation time, and Alexandria holding a 4-point lead at 62-58 for the Section 8 championship. Setting the scene, timeouts remaining. The Cardinals now down to 2. Elk River has 1 timeout remaining for Alexandria. 1 full, 1 short timeout. Ryan Servati's team has 1 full timeout remaining. If there is a held ball, possession goes to Elk River. team fouls right now, 5 for Alexandria, 4 for Elk River. Neither team is in the bonus at this point. Elk River has made its only free throw of the second half. Alexandria 5 out of 6. And wouldn't you know it, Russ Henricks, the Cardinals have a 4-point lead.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be key here now. Again, there's 16 on the shot clock, so we got to inbounds the ball. Again, they've only committed 4 fouls, so if we get a basket here, you know, they're going to have to get to the foul game, obviously. And I said this last year, D-Mac, when we were doing that state championship game or whenever it was, that I picked the wrong week to stop Stiff and Glue, and I'm feeling that way again here as, you know, as not just a Cardinal fan, but a dad. So 41 seconds to go. D-Mac, you're going to bring us home here.
Well, as I refer to last year's state boys basketball tournament, one thing you said on more than one occasion, be strong with the basketball.
Yes, absolutely.
And I anticipate the Alexandria Cardinals are going to do exactly that. And now the fans start to get on their feet. Alexandria's Talon Witt will play the ball in. And now I think our view is going to be blocked, so we're going to end up standing as well. Now the Cardinals playing some keep away. Henricks gets it to Talon Witt. Now we're down to 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Elk River are not electing to foul. Talon to drive, then he'll feed out. Gavin Roderick's 3 is off the heel of the rim. Rebound to Thomas Henricks. And another look, and now Elk River may be forced to foul. Boy, I tell you, throughout much of this game, Russ, Alexandria struggled at rebounding the basketball, but down the stretch here, they've gotten a couple of key offensive rebounds.
Yeah, big rebound there by Tom. So again, 21.5 seconds. So I mentioned this earlier that we got to, you know, they're going to have to foul here a couple of times. So we have to get the ball in bounds. We have 2 timeouts. So we have to make sure that if we can't get it in, we can call timeout.
Yep, that is the insurance policy if you don't get it in. Pass does go into the backcourt to Mason Witt. He's into the front court. He'll try to stay out of a trap. Now Talon Witt has it, then to Gavin Roderick.
I think he was fouled, thank goodness.
Yep, before Roderick shot the ball. So that's the last foul that Elk River now has to give. And it will be whistled on Brody Thompson, his second. 15.4 seconds to go. That's what we have in regulation time. Alexandria up by 4. Henricks gets the ball in, and it's thrown wide, out of bounds. Trying to connect with Talon Witt, and Alexandria turns the ball over. That took only tenths of a second off the clock. Jackson Bowles going to come out. Nick Rebrovich will come back in. Now Alexandria also has a foul to give. 5 team fouls on the Cardinals. Alexandria will pick up defensive pressure in the backcourt. Webster gets it into Levi Harris. Harris into the front court. He'll pull up for the 3, and that's going to be short. Rebounded by Mason Witt, and a foul on Elk River. 6.5 seconds to go. And I think the Alexandria fans can now feel the excitement. It could be a 4th consecutive section title for the Alexandria boys basketball team. The Cardinals are up by 4 and have the chance to build on that lead.
Big free throws here for Mason, obviously 1 and 1. So, you know, knock both of these in. We'll feel much better with 6.5 to go.
Mason Witt is 2 for 3 from the line, and he sinks the first. Alexandria 63, Elk River 58. Cardinals trying to go back to state for a 4th consecutive year. Second free throw is good, and now Coach Forrest Witt's going to take his short timeout. Again, we'll keep it right here. I tell you, Russ, still, it seems like an eternity of time.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 6.5 seconds, but the Cardinals were able to stare down the surge from Elk River. And I am getting the feeling here that Alexandria is going to hold off that Elk River second half rally.
Well, just a few things here. Elk River, you know, the coach and me, we're not out of the woods here yet, so I'm still coaching here. The coaches are still coaching. There's 6.5 to go. You have to execute here. You have to just make them take some time. If there's anything against Tino, they scored that first basket way too quick. So we want to make it difficult. We want to make them come up. You mentioned earlier, we have 5 team fouls. We can foul, so I could see us fouling early here before they ever get going. You know, the other thing is Elk River, just a few things, you know, they're winners. They've won. You know, Levi is a fantastic athlete, basketball, football player. They've been state champs. And but these seniors are winners, and the coaches have hung with them tonight. And all these kids have done their entire lives is win, and they got 6.5 minutes here to a state tournament.
Yep.
6.5 seconds.
Yes, it feels like 6.5
For
minutes,
sure.
but Dominic Webster will play the ball in. Full court pressure by Alexandria. Pass into Levi Harris. He's into the front court. NBA range 3 is going to be off the front rim. Ball tapped out of bounds. We're down to 0.3 of a second to go. Elk River, I believe, is going to keep possession, but it's all moot now. Alexandria fans will have the chance to go down to the Twin Cities as the ball is inbounded, and Alexandria wins the Class 4A Section 8 Boys Basketball Championship. And for players such as Mason Witt, Talon Witt, some of the other guys, it's on to state again. 4 straight section championships for Alexandria, and the Cardinals are among the final 8 in Class 4A boys basketball. So 12 days from now at Target Center, Alexandria will play, making its first ever appearance in the Class 4A State Boys Basketball Tournament. Final score tonight, Alexandria 64, Elk River 58. The Cardinals win the Class 4A Section 8 title, and Forrest Witt is taking an Alexandria team onto the State Boys Basketball Tournament for a 4th consecutive year, and 5 times in the last 6 years overall. Excitement here at Alexandria Area High School as the top-seeded Cardinals are moving on. That's going to do it for our play-by-play, but we invite you to stick around. We'll enjoy some messages from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports programming, and then we will return with the Juettner Motors post-game report after this timeout.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School, where the postgame awards ceremony is now underway. And happy news for the Alexandria boys basketball team. The Cardinals are going on to the state tournament for a 4th consecutive year. First time ever, though, as champions in Class 4A Section 8, as Alexandria prevails over Elk River 64-58. Welcome to our Juettner Motors post-game report, along with our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Russ Henricks. I am DMAC, Dave McClurg. And Russ, obviously, excitement for the Alexandria Cardinals. And, this team continues to impress me that they are a joy to watch, because of the way they play basketball and, their athleticism and skill. But I think we saw a little bit against Monticello, a different way to win a game, and even tonight, different way to win a game. This kind of reminded me of the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers,
yeah.
A street fight, and yet Alexandria found a way to win this street fight.
Yeah, this group, I mentioned it a little bit there at the end. They're just winners, and just so proud and so excited for this group, and so much pride as not just a member of a Cardinal family and Cardinal athletic family, and as a dad and a coach, and obviously those coaches work so hard, and I know how much goes into this, and I know how much went into this, and for this program they have elevated themselves to a position unlike many. They are so well respected around the state of Minnesota. They are a basketball power. This gym, how about this, DMAC? I mean, this gym was full, and for this many people to come out and support this program, pretty remarkable, and I'm just pride. I just am so proud, and what a great night for Cardinal basketball.
Yeah, that's true. Ben Kavit, the activities director for Alexandria Area High School, passing along the medals to Forrest Witt, and Forrest Witt is able to drape the players' medals around their necks and everything. Alexandria prevails by a final score of 64-58. The Cardinals become the new Class 4A Section 8 boys basketball champions in their first year in this section. Now the captains, Mason Witt and Talon Witt, will display the Class 4A Section 8 championship trophy, and the other teammates gather around and embrace that trophy. And now some photo opportunities straight ahead. And Russ, if you want to go downstairs for a little bit of a photo opportunity for yourself, you've got the green light at any time. But.
So here's what I'd like to do. So I'll probably go down there. I appreciate that. If I could just have a few seconds to send off. First of all, great job working with you guys again, as always. Fantastic. I can't wait to go home and watch it again. You and I are going to get to broadcast the game from the Target Center, and that's going to be a ton of fun. Not next week, but the week after, this crazy a week and a half. It's almost like the Super Bowl. So I'm super excited about that, and what a great night again. I just, this group of seniors, 4 straight basketball section titles, a lot of them 3 straight football titles. They just win, and there is something about that you can't teach. You just have it, and this group knows how to win, and I am, again, just so excited. We're going to obviously celebrate this for a couple of days in the basketball family and in the Henricks house, and then we'll start getting ready for next week. It's going to be a battle, a lot of great teams, but we're ready, and Thank you again for all your coverage of Cardinal Athletics, and I can't wait to see you guys in about 10 days, right?
Yeah, I believe it'll be 12 days.
12 days.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see each other in 10. No, 12.
Yeah, we'll definitely look forward to that. This is the last time the Three Musketeers are together. You know, JP might be with us in spirit down in Minneapolis, but they do not allow him to do the live video streaming. But, Russ, it's been a pleasure to be with you all winter long, and thanks to Thomas and the rest of his basketball teammates, we get to join them for a ride down to the Twin Cities in a couple of weeks.
It's going to be fantastic, and cannot wait. Last game in this gym for these seniors. Man, they've won a lot of games here, so what a better way to finish it out than with a win. And as always, go Cards.
There he is, Russ Henricks, joining us for a segment of our post-game show, again presented to you by Juettner Motors. He's going to go down and celebrate the section championship with his lovely bride, Patty, and the Henricks family as well, as now the Alexandria players stepping onto the ladder, getting set to cut down the South Net here at Alexandria Area High School. Again, the Cardinals, the Class 4A Section 8 boys basketball champions. Moorhead won this section a year ago, but Alexandria is now the new section title holder, and the Cardinals will play at state on the first day of the Class 4A state tournament on Tuesday, March 24th. 64-58, Alexandria is your winner over Elk River in the Class 4A Section 8 championship game. We're going to take a timeout. We'll enjoy these messages from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinals sports coverage.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill,
a successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization.
Plus, provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Resorts Marine in Oseques. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Oseques.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors, serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors, one low price, plain and simple, always.
not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday to follow. Let's go through some of the numbers in this victory. First of all, for the new Class 4A Section 8 champion Alexandria Cardinals, senior guard Mason Witt led the way. He led all scorers in tonight's game with 28 points. Knocked down 5 consecutive three-point shots in the first half as part of a 17-point performance, and then he would add 11 more in the second half. He would be one of 2 players in double figures for the Cardinals. His cousin Talon Witt would finish with a baker's dozen on the night, 13 points. Gavin Roderick ended up with 9 on the night for Alexandria, 6 for Miles Gray, 3 points apiece for Grady Starzl and Blake Scholl. Thomas Henrik scored the first basket of the night, and he would end up with 2 points in tonight's game. The Cardinals did not go deeper on the bench than that. Basically, those were the players that were able to get court time tonight. 5 starters and 2 reserves, Grady Starzl and Blake Scholl, and every one of the players scored. 28 for Mason Witt, 13 for Talon Witt, 9 for Roderick, 6 for Gray, 3 apiece for Starzl and Scholl, 2 for Henricks, team total 64. Elk River had 3 players in double figures. Levi Harris, the fabulous multi-sport athlete for Elk River, ends his prep basketball career going north of 1,000 points in his career. He did that with his first made 3-point shot of the night. He would end up leading Elk River in scoring with 21 points. Chase Sheldon came off the bench and scored 15 for the Elks. Dominic Webster ended up with 11. Then the scoring dropped off after that. David Balasidia finished with 7 points. Jackson Bowles scored 4, although he was the Windex man on the glass, as we'll share with you in just a couple of moments. Nick Rebrovich played but did not score. Brody Thompson played but did not score tonight for Elk River. The breakdown for the Elks: Harris with 21, Sheldon with 15, 11 for Webster, 7 for Balasidia, and 4 for Bowl. Team total was 58 on the night. The rebounds, Elk River had a big advantage in the game. Unofficially, Elk River out-rebounded Alexandria by 16 on the night. 39 boards for the Elks, 23 for Alexandria. Gavin Roderick was the Cardinals' leading rebounder with 8. Elk River had 1 player that was in double figures. The previously referred to Windex man, Jackson Bowl. I had him unofficially for 6 offensive boards, 10 defensive boards, and add them all up, that's 16 rebounds for Jackson Bowl tonight in what would turn out to be his last game in an Elk River High School uniform. Dominic Webster had 8 boards on the night for Elk River, including 5 on the offensive glass. 15 of the Elks' 39 rebounds came on the offensive boards. Total fouls tonight: Elk River committed 13, Alexandria committed 11. Free throw shooting, the Cardinals had the edge. 5 made free throws more than Elk River tonight out of 8 more attempts. Elk River was 3 for 3 from the line tonight, Alexandria 8 for 11. So from the stripe, the Cardinals went +5 in a game that Alexandria won by 6. 3-point shooting tonight, the Alexandria Cardinals 8 out of 25, and Elk River 7 out of 21. Levi Harris would end up with a total of 5 made 3-pointers tonight. Chase Sheldon and David Balasidia each had 1 made 3-pointer. Mason Witt with 6 triples tonight for the Cardinals. 1 made 3-pointer for Grady Starzl and 1 made 3-pointer for Gavin Roderick. Another key to tonight's game: Alexandria forcing turnovers. Elk River turned the ball over 16 times. Alexandria committed just 7 turnovers in tonight's game. Trends: we had 3 ties tonight. They were all early on at 2, 4, and 6 points. We had 6 lead changes, all occurred in the first half. Alexandria led 34-25 at the break. Elk River outscored Alexandria 33-30 in the second half. The Cardinals' biggest lead was 13 points at 49-36. Then over a number of minutes, Elk River went on a surge, scoring 20 of the next 29 to draw to within 2, trailing 58-56 with a little more than 3.5 minutes to go. But then Mason Witt was able to score on a layup. Miles Gray was able to score on a putback basket, and Alexandria was able to get some key defensive stops down the stretch, and the Cardinals would go on to win 64-58. Elk River ends its year with a final record of 14-15, but once they got everybody healthy, Elk River was a formidable foe, and they were difficult to knock out of the postseason, as Alexandria found firsthand tonight. The Cardinals go 3-0 in the Class 4A Section 8 boys basketball tournament, and Alexandria will take a 21-7 record onto the State 4A basketball tournament, which begins on Tuesday, March 24th. Checking out some other numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Other Class 4A section finals that were held tonight. The Class 4A Section 1 title goes to Lakeville South, which defeated Farmington 76-71. The Section 3 Class 4A title game won by Apple Valley at Egan. That's a 3 seed beating a 1 seed. Apple Valley 67, Egan 62. In the Class 4A Section 7 championship game, it took overtime for top-seeded Blaine to defeat Andover 81-74. In the Section 8 Class 4A championship game, Alexandria gets the victory by a final score of 64-58. Alexandria will be one of 2 teams from the Central Lakes Conference advancing to state. Congratulations to the Sartell Sabres. Sartell beat Fergus Falls to win the Section 8 AAA title tonight, 72-48. Tartan remains undefeated in boys basketball. The Titans will go to state with that unblemished record after the Titans defeated Creighton-Durham Hall tonight by 4, 62-58. So we now know 5 of the 8 state qualifiers in Class 4A boys basketball. Lakeville South out of Section 1, Apple Valley out of Section 3, Tartan out of Section 4, Blaine out of Section 7, and Alexandria out of Section 8. The other 3 section championship games in Class 4A boys basketball will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, with Chaska at Prior Lake for the Section 2 title, Osseo at Maple Grove for the Section 5 title, and Hopkins at Wayzata for the Section 6 championship. Wayzata is seeking to get back to state, as the Trojans from Wayzata High School are the defending Class 4A state champions. But you can count Alexandria in the field, as the Cardinals have qualified for a state after winning tonight 64-58. I should point out the Tartan Creighton-Durham Hall score is a partial. That is a second half score. Updated score, still a 4-point lead for the Titans at 65-61. So that is not yet final. That's deep into the second half. And right now Tartan has the lead over Creighton-Durham Hall by 4, but that's getting very late in regulation time. What we do know is we will have more Alexandria boys basketball toward the end of the month. Tuesday, March 24th will be day number 1 of the 5-day Minnesota State High School League's boys basketball state tournament. Before Alexandria gets the opportunity to play at Williams Arena, the Cardinals will need to win a game at Target Center. The game will be either a 10 a.m. start, 12 noon start, 2 p.m. start, or 4 p.m. start. The full bracket for the 4 classes of the state boys basketball tournament will be released next week by Wednesday, March 18th. Once we know who Alexandria will play in the Class 4A state boys basketball tournament, we'll share details with you on KXRA Radio and on our social media platforms, including voiceofalexandria.com. That will do it from Alexandria Area High School. Kudos to the Elk River Elks on a terrific effort at Alexandria tonight. Congratulations to Levi Harris on eclipsing 1,000 career points. He would score 21 tonight, but it would not be enough as Elk River is turned away by Alexandria. Big kudos to Forrest Witt and his Alexandria boys basketball players on to state for a 4th consecutive year, first time in Class 4A. The Cardinals prevail over Elk River 64-58. Thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage for bringing you our broadcast. Special thanks to Juettner Motors for being the presenting sponsor of our post-game report. For Jackson, our KXRA radio studio engineer, For our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and for my broadcast partner, Russ Hinrichs, Dave McClurg saying so long from Alexandria Area High School.